Welcome to my Week 2 Battle of the BBR. This week, the Chicago Grookies are taking on DJS, coach of the Tentacruel Pirates. We're coming off a tough loss from last week, but I'm really hoping to bounce back this week. But my opponent does have a very threatening team, as most of the coaches do here, I should say. But let's take a look at their team, my team, and we'll get on into the battle. So my opponent's team consists of Iron Valiant, Hisuian Samurott, Archaludon, Zapdos, Serena, Florges, Armor Rouge, Sandslash, Indeedee, and Gengar. And I'm honestly really scared of that Iron Valiant because I honestly have no good switch-ins to it. I can handle it offensively, but defensively I really struggle. I should also add the Terra Captain is Armor Rouge. So first up, we are bringing a Choice Scarf Meowscarada this week so that we are able to outspeed a Booster Energy Iron Valiant because that thing is very threatening to my team. Rockin' Max Attack, no Grass Stab this week. I just didn't find it too necessary because Play Rough and U-Turn do a lot to Samurott, and then Sandslash is the only other Pokemon that has a Grass weakness, and I can just hit that with Triple Axle. So I went with Knockoff just as my main stab move. Hits everything really well, as well as just getting rid of items is always good. And I just really have to hope I land a Play Rough on Iron Valiant. If I do, I'm able to take it out and we'll be good from there. Bring in Latias again, and hopefully it can do a little bit more than it did last week. I honestly struggled to use it a little bit last week, but as I said in the draft analysis, this Pokemon was going to take a little bit of getting used to. We're rocking Max Special Attack Modest with Draco Meteor, Psyshock, Calm Mind, and Healing Wish. I have Healing Wish in case Zapdos gets a Static Para on Meowscarada and Valiant is still around because Valiant is that big of a threat to my team. I really didn't need anything other than dual stabs. He does have a Psychic Immunity in Hisuian Samurott and then a Dragon Immunity in Florges, but those moves, besides those two, hit really hard, and Samurott's going to take a lot from a Draco, Florges is going to take a lot from a Psyshock, so just boosting those with Soul Dew did a lot for me. And then I don't imagine Zapdos running a lot of speed. I imagine it being a defensive set with like Static to try to get Paras. So I ran Modest for that reason. We got Heatran rocking the Choppleberry to maybe take a hit from Iron Valiant if need be, or maybe a Focus Blast from Gengar, something like that, or even from Armor Rouge. Rocking Magma Storm to maybe trap Florges or Serena in because I can just remove those outright, which would be fantastic for my team. Earth Power is for the Armor Rouge, Pre-Terra, and then as well as Archaludon. Taunt is to stop Florges from Wish Passing or Zapdos from even just getting a Roost, and then Stealth Rocks just because Serena is the only real form of hazard removal. They do have Sandslash, but I don't imagine that coming. We're rocking Choice Band Urshifu. This just does so much damage to their team. It's so strong. We are rocking 240 speed. This is enough to outspeed Indeedee, and I can U-turn out on that. Surging Strikes just does a ton to everything. Even like Archaludon takes a good chunk and I can revenge it with a close combat. Even if it gets the 3 boost from stamina, it still does a ton of damage. And then Aqua Jet just for that priority, especially for like things like Iron Valiant. Bringing Galarian Weezing to be able to remove hazards that Hisuian Samurott sets. Black Sludge just for some recovery. Strange Steam does a ton of damage to all of his team, even Archaludon, since that's not really a real fairy resist. Dark Pulse hits both Gengar and Armor Rouge pre-Terra, so those might want to switch into Strange Steams. Will-O-Wisp is just to get burns across the team, and then Defog to remove the hazards hit from Hisuian Samurott. And finally, we have Umbreon with the heavy-duty boots. Once again, just rocking Moonlight. I didn't really find it too necessary to heal up the team. My opponent has such an offensive team that I'm already struggling to switch around, so having Umbreon to try to Wish Pass just didn't seem too useful. Rocking Snarl again because it's really good into things like Armor Rouge, especially if it's Calm Mind, same with Indeedee. And even Zapdos doesn't really want its special attack lowered because Thunderbolt and Hurricanes do a decent chunk even from a bulky set. And then Baton Pass to switch out and Toxic because the only switch-in is Archaludon and Gengar. So it seems pretty good to spread Toxic on things like Zapdos. So that is my team for week 2 of the BBR. If you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Really hoping I can bring this back this week. Didn't have as much time to prep as I would have liked, but hopefully we can squeak the win out here. Okay, here we are with the battle. My opponent brings Iron Valiant, Zapdos, Serena, Hisuian Samurott, Archaludon, and Florges, which is what I expected. No Terra. Copy that. I just realized he had no Armor Rouge. We're always leading Meowscarada here. But while I have a moment, let me get his team put in here. Okay, so let's lock in Meowscarada here, and we will get going. Week 2, we're hoping to come back and do better this week. Because after last week's 4-0, it was rough. So, best of luck to my opponent, though. As we see, A Zapdos lead. Okay, this was the one lead that I really didn't want to see, if I'm being honest here, because I don't want to get a static chance this early on in the battle. So we're just going to swap out here into Umbreon here. And since there's no Armarouge, honestly, my Terra is pretty free. I'm going to try to not do it for a little while just because to keep him, you know, guessing. But he hard switches, so let's see what we got here. Floor just comes out. Alrighty, so we're just going to get right on out of here. Or I could Terra and Toxic this, which isn't like a horrible idea either. You know, I'm not opposed to using my Terra here. I wanted to not use it right away because of the possibility of there being Armarouge, because I needed something to handle like Psychic moves and stuff, but since that is not here, I will be alright with just using my Terra right away. I really like Umbreon as my Terra captain. I'm really glad that I picked it up. Alright, he baton passes, so we might see the Archaludon hit the field here. Ideally, though, getting a Toxic off would be fantastic on something. Okay, this is going to be the Archaludon. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, though, like, I don't need to switch. Now that I'm Terra'd, I'm not fearing Body Press, really. I'm going to just let off a Snarl here. He just gets his Stealth Rocks up, so no Assault Vest, which is good to know. So we see Stealth Rock. And that did about 10%. I'm just going to Baton Pass here and see what he wants to do. If he stays in, we can pretty freely go out into Urshifu on this. Even at +1, I believe I can still KO it with close combat just because I'm choice banded. There's a roll, and it depends on his investment, which, how much was Umbreon Snarl supposed to do? So that's probably max HP, no special defense, is what it's looking like. It's probably physically defensive, then, if I had to guess. Okay, I'm going to Snarl once more, then. He body presses. That's fine. We're going to make him a little bit stronger here now. But we got him down to about 76%, roughly. And plus, Wheezing just eats body presses for days, so that's fine. I don't know if I want to Baton Pass here, Moonlight, or Snarl. I'm going to Snarl one more time. And then if he body presses me this turn, I'll heal up next turn. Okay. That's fine. Like 64, 63 now. I'm just trying to make sure I keep like track of percentages. I don't want to lose that. Okay, we're gonna Moonlight this time. And he's -3 now, so I feel pretty safe going out into Wheezing now. So we're going to do that here. I'll be able to get a Will-O-Wisp off possibly on this to weaken that body press damage. And Flash Cannon isn't too scary. Heavy Slam I'm also not like super concerned of. Okay, that did about 30 damage with that body press there. He's +3. Let me see if I can find out anything from that. He might not even have physical defense investment. Okay, we're going to Will-O-Wisp here. He Flash Cannons, but I'll be able to eat this up. Yep, we got a few special defense drops there. Perfect. So now I'm no longer really worried about this thing. We're going to go back out into Umbreon here. Keep Wheezing healthy to be able to defog later. I don't want to have these Stealth Rocks on the field forever. All right, and now we're just going to go right back out into Umbreon here. Because now we'll eat up any attack this thing wants to go for. They swap out. What is this? Is this Valiant? Okay. I'll be able to take a Psychic from this. We didn't see Booster there either. Unless it hasn't consumed it yet. No, we didn't see a Booster. If he has choice specs, I take about half. So, we're just going to Baton Pass. Taunt here would be annoying. Okay, he just Psychics. Now let's see if this is specs. No, it's Life Orb. Okay, we don't even have to find out. So, he's got Psychic. And the Archaludon has Flash Cannon. and body press. Okay. I want to go out into Meowscarada here, but I don't know if it's the time to. Just because it's Zapdos. I'm just worried about static. I mean, that's why I have Latias in the back, though, right? Meowscarada is my check to this Valiant here, always. And I want to play rough here, but I think it's better if I just U-turn out. Because they're going to switch here. They don't stay in. Especially with no booster speed, I'm guaranteed out faster. To outspeed, I mean. Jeez. This Valiant's at about 90%. Alright, Florges. I think this is about 15. And we're going to go out into Heatran here. I have Magma Storm to be able to trap this. And then Taunt to stop it from healing up. Alright, we're just going to Magma Storm once here. My Stealth Rocks could be important to get up, but with Serena around, it's kind of a free spin. So we're just going to get damage off here. Zapdos, okay. Come on, Heatran. Let's go! Does about 45-ish%, but with that, it takes it down to a flat 50. Okay. I'm gonna get my Stealth Rocks up now. Eerie Impulse, okay. Dropping my special attack. I thought that was special defense. And then we're just going to taunt once here. Takes it down to about 38 roughly, just because I know it does 12%. Alright, no more of that. $75. Alright, now, I can't really do damage to this thing, unfortunately, because of the Eerie Impulse. So, I can go out into Umbreon, or I can go out into Latias here. What is Latias doing to this Zapdos? With a Draco Meteor. 70 minimum, so we're not quite there yet. It's Umbreon, or it's this. They can't switch. But if I go Umbreon, I'm just allowing, Val and stuff to come in. So I think I go out into Latias here. They could U-turn, but they didn't show it first turn against Meow, so I don't know if they have it. They just discharge. No para, please. Okay, perfect. Now, I want a Draco. If Florges comes out, I just go for Psyshock right after. How much am I doing to Florges with it? If it's Fizz Dev, I don't do a lot, but if it's Spadef, I do a ton of damage to it. So we're on Draco here. Alright, they U-turn. So they do have U-turn. So we know their full moveset. It's Eerie Impulse, Roost, Discharge U-turn. And there is the Florges that I mentioned. I don't know how much health I'm at here. 135 or 133. I am at 41%. If I Calm Mind, I don't take this. Okay. All right, we go out into Heatran here then. Poor Latias has just not been doing crap this season. All right, they swap. We'll probably see Val come out here or Samurott. All right, and we see Samurott hit the field. All right, we are going to go out into Weezing here on this. I'm going to try to get a Defog off if possible, because I don't like these Stealth Rocks. And he's going to try to set up spikes. Okay, they flip turn. So we see flip turn. And it's at about 88. And then Florges, we know, has Baton Pass. Alright, can Zapdos kill me here with, a discharge? Yeah, I do a discharge, always. Okay. This is where things get a little dicey here. We're going to go out into Umbreon. And then if they U-turn, we'll have to figure that out from there. But if they don't, we Moonlight. Okay, they just discharge. That's fine. This was the one thing, like, Apera wasn't the end of the world on. Something popped up that said it didn't affect the opposing Pokemon, and I don't know what it... Oh, it was synchronized. That's what it was. I was like, what didn't affect it? All right, Umbreon, please get off a Moonlight here. Also, this is heavy-duty boots. So we got that off, and... Oh, Samurott came out. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, Val. We're on Baton Pass, though. Please don't para me. This would be so good. And then that thing's at 76 now from rocks. All right, rocks are helping here. Come on. Let's go. All right, now we finally get to bring out Urshifu and just start clicking buttons. I'm going to just close combat this first time, I think. Even though Zapdos is going to come in. Let me see how much I do to this with Surging Strikes. I don't kill this with Surging Strikes, so we're... this is risky, because I want to hit Zapdos hard coming in. And if I want to hit that as hard as possible, I have to click Surging Strikes, so we're going to do that. Oh, he stayed in! If he body presses, I'd probably die. No, he is burned. He's burned. Unfortunate, though. I really thought that Zapdos would come out there. What's he click here? Draco. Whoo. Okay. Urshifu, what's 32? That dies to rock damage, so if I don't get a defog off, I can't save this thing with Healing Wish. So, but we're gonna knock this thing out, so this thing is gone. And so if I get a defog off, like, I actually got my hazards gone, and I have a potential to do that on Florges or Serena still, so this isn't bad. I assume something faster comes out here, though, like Valiant. Serena. All right, we're gonna go out into Weezing here. I don't think we're gonna get this opportunity to defog, unfortunately. So we'll just have to keep Urshifu as a sack. We're gonna try, though. As they U-turn. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the chance. They're not allowing it. I didn't see if that took Stealth Rock damage either. I totally missed it. I should have looked. Okay, I'm gonna try to defog here. They're probably just gonna discharge me, though. Yep. Okay, so that means that Urshifu is now dead, unfortunately. We're going to go out into Latias here, and we're going to Psyshock. And if they go Samurott, really good play. Oh, I just died to you. I forgot it was faster. This thing's got speed on it. Fuck, that was stupid. That was dumb. That was a throw. God damn it. I should have went out into Meow there. Man. I lose this now for sure. That sucks. That sucks. It's alright. What is this? Valiant. Alright, we just go out into Meow here. I'm going to play rough this time. I kind of have to. Alright. Dude, I'm getting done in. I'm getting done in good. Holy shit. GG's. GG's to my opponent. I overlooked a lot this week. Vacuum Wave being the big one. Alright, let's just try to get some decent differential here, I guess. If Heatran can hit a Magma Storm, that is. Probably not. I did not get enough time to prep for this battle. It's not, like, it's my own fault. I didn't put in the effort that I should have. Alright, Zapdos. Alright, we land. And I'm going to go for Earth Power here on a Bruce, I guess. They just discharge. I need to quit trying to make reads, man. It's just not working. I'm, like, overthinking everything. That's really what I'm doing. Because if I just click Magma Storm, I kill it. And we're fully paired. Cool. This might die to Magma Storm, though. Yeah. Alright, we got at least a 4-0. Or, yeah, I'll take it. I'm really going to have to make a comeback, though, because this has been rough these last 2 weeks. Alright, no reason to save this. And then we'll just let Urshifu die to rocks here, and then just go to Umbreon, and that's going to be game. GG's to my opponent. Played very well. The Vacuum Wave on Valiant caught me off guard, as well as Eerie Impulse on Zapdos. Definitely wasn't expecting that at all. But yeah, I mean that's about all I got. Like it's hard to commentate. Like I'm upset. Like I think that's fair. Like everyone would know. Like you're gonna be upset at the end of a battle if you lose. But, oh. My dumbass. I was like, I died to rocks. No, I don't. I fucking resist them. See, like, little things like that. Like, why am I forgetting that? Like, that's just things I know, and it's... I blame Wi-Fi. I keep thinking, like, oh, this week I'll be adjusted, and I'm not. Alright, and then we'll just Toxic here. Once again, GG's to my opponent. Played very well. I know I'm like a little salty, but it's just I'm salty with myself. I'm not salty with my opponent at all, because I think my prep could have been better. But that is what it is. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We'll be back next week with Week 3, where hopefully we can make a bounce back. Because yeah, this is rough. But yeah, be sure to check out my opponent's side. I will have it linked down in the description, and I will see you guys all later. Peace.